welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most haunting and fascinating mysteries on our planet, the darkest places on Earth. These are the locations where light struggles to survive, where shadows hold ancient secrets, and where the line between awe and fear becomes incredibly thin. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our cinematic explorations. All right, let's step into the shadows. Darkness is more than just the absence of light. It's a feeling, a force, a presence. Across our world, there are places where night dominates, where sunlight never reaches, and where the human mind confronts its oldest fears. In this journey, we'll explore 5 of the most profoundly dark places ever discovered, each with its own unique character and its own story to tell. Are you ready? Let's begin. Our first stop is the Atacama Desert in Chile, a place that holds the title for the purest natural darkness on the planet. Located high in the Andes Mountains, this is one of the driest places on Earth. The air is so thin and clean, with almost zero humidity and virtually no light pollution, that the night sky transforms into a breathtaking spectacle. Here, the darkness is not empty. It's a pitch-black canvas that makes the cosmos come alive. The Milky Way doesn't just appear as a faint band. It stretches across the desert like a glowing cosmic river, so vivid you feel you could almost reach out and touch it. Astronomers flock here, calling it Earth's window to the universe, because nowhere else can you see the galaxy with such staggering clarity. But for those who stand beneath this sky, it's more than just a view. Travelers describe a profound stillness, a silence so deep and complete that it feels like the world has stopped breathing. In this quiet, your own thoughts seem to echo. Your own heartbeat becomes a drum. You're not just an observer looking at the universe. You feel yourself becoming a tiny, insignificant part of its immense, silent grandeur. The darkness here doesn't inspire fear. It inspires a sense of cosmic connection and profound humility. From the wide-open expanse of the desert, we now descend into the Earth itself, to the Cueva del Gato in Spain. This is not the darkness of an open sky, but the suffocating, all-consuming darkness of the deep underground. The name translates to Cave of the Cat, and inside its winding systems, light becomes utterly meaningless. Even with the most powerful headlamps and torches, your vision is limited to just a few meters ahead. The rest is a solid wall of black. As you venture deeper, the environment changes dramatically. The air grows colder, clinging to your skin with a damp chill. Every sound you make a footstep, a whisper is snatched by the cave and thrown back at you, distorted and unfamiliar. It's as if the cave is speaking your own voice back to you in a language you do unquite recognize. Veteran explorers often talk about a palpable presence within these chambers, a feeling that the darkness here is not just an absence of light, but something ancient and alive. They say every step feels like an intrusion, as if you're walking into a secret the Earth never intended to share. This is a darkness that swallows sound, light, and courage, leaving you with nothing but the rhythmic beat of your own heart in the oppressive quiet. Now, let's journey to the far north, to a place where darkness isn't just a nightly event, but a season that lasts for months. Welcome to the Arctic polar night. In places like Tromsø in Norway or the remote islands of Svalbard, the sun dips below the horizon in late autumn and doesn't reappear until the following spring. For weeks, sometimes months, the world is plunged into 24-hour darkness. Imagine waking up day after day without a single ray of sunlight. Time becomes blurry, a fluid concept without the familiar markers of dawn and dusk. Your internal clock struggles to find its rhythm, and many people describe the experience as dreamlike. The landscape is painted in shades of blue, purple, and deep gray, illuminated only by the moon, the stars, and the ethereal dance of the northern lights. It's a silent, endless twilight. But contrary to what you might expect, fear is not the dominant emotion here. The locals have learned to embrace the polar night. They call this period Cause, a time for coziness and community. They celebrate with festivals, gather in warm, glowing cabins, and share stories over hot beverages. They claim that darkness brings a unique sense of peace and introspection, a time to slow down and connect with one another. It's a powerful reminder that even in the most extreme darkness, human warmth can create its own light. From the frozen north, we plunge to the most remote and inaccessible place on our planet, the Mariana Trench. 7 miles below the surface of the Pacific Ocean lies the deepest point on Earth, a world of eternal, absolute black. Here, sunlight has never, ever reached. The pressure is 1,000 times greater than at sea level, enough to crush almost any vessel, and the temperatures are just above freezing. This is a realm built entirely on darkness. Life here has evolved in ways that seem straight out of science fiction. In the absence of sunlight, the inhabitants of the trench create their own. Anglerfish use bioluminescent lures to attract prey into their waiting jaws. Other creatures drift through the void adorned with glowing patterns, using light to communicate, to camouflage, or to hunt in the crushing black. It is a silent, subtle, and incredibly dangerous world. Every movement is a calculated risk. If the surface world has learned to fear the night, the creatures of the Mariana Trench have mastered it. They thrive in it. This abyss reminds us that darkness isn't an end, but a different kind of beginning. A place where life has found the most extraordinary ways to adapt and survive against all odds. For our final destination, we travel to a place where darkness is woven into folklore and legend, the Black Forest in Germany. This ancient woodland earned its name honestly. The forest is dominated by towering fir and pine trees, so dense and tall that their canopies form a thick roof, blocking out the sky. Even on the brightest of days, the forest floor remains shrouded in a perpetual twilight. Sunlight struggles to pierce the gloom, filtering down in scattered ethereal rays that only seem to highlight the shadows. Mist often clings to the ground, sinking between the gnarled trunks like a white ghost, adding to the eerie atmosphere. For centuries, this deep, brooding darkness has fueled the human imagination. It's the setting for many of the Grimm brothers' fairy tales, stories filled with spirits, wicked wolves, and lost travelers who wander off the path. And that feeling persists even today. Hikers and visitors often describe an unnerving sensation of being watched, a feeling of being surrounded by something ancient and unseen. It's as if the forest itself holds a memory of every story told within it, every footstep that has ever echoed on its mossy ground. Here, the darkness is not just physical, it's psychological, a powerful presence that blurs the line between reality and myth. Darkness shapes our emotions, our myths, and our very understanding of the world. From the star-filled skies of the Atacama Desert to the crushing pressure of the Mariana Trench, from the living shadows of a German forest to the month-long night of the Arctic, the darkest places on Earth are not empty voids. They are vibrant, dynamic environments that challenge our perceptions and remind us that our planet still holds profound mysteries waiting to be discovered. They teach us about adaptation, about perspective, and about the deep, primal relationship we have with the night. If you enjoyed this journey into the shadows, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with which dark place fascinated you the most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next exploration.